Greetings. This is Free and Air Reunion Adventure. Nice fanfare, right? Anyway, this is Free and Air Reunion Adventure, the half-elven YouTuber, or streamer, YouTuber, come to you with another reaction from the many universes of Critical Role. Right now, there's a little over 4,400 people watching. But when I first watched, it was showing 0, so I may or may not have been the first person to sign on. And going back into as you see, the world is going to have a Critical Role. We once again will be following the adventures of Bells Hells as they continue on the second part of the first full episode outside the city of Dusar, where every other episode has taken place so far. Before we go any closer, there's something I should make very clear. I do not own, nor am I associated with Critical Role beyond being a fan. No association with their Twitch channel, YouTube channel, online, any other websites or online presence they have. And there will be a link to at least their YouTube channel in the description. Just want to recheck something. Okay. I'm not sure if you watch my other YouTube content, but I actually on my reaction to the Dungeons & Dragons campaign. My reaction to episode 12 was lost. Only like a couple seconds, or a few seconds. Read it, and so that meaning I didn't even really get to the episode. No, just me talking. Let's see. Hey, so I was having to only give like a short video where I just describe what happened. Speaking of which, right now they should be in the no, hang on. Look, places. Here you go. Yes, they are in the Oderin Wilds. Ooh. Okay. Let's see. They have encountered. I forgot to look up what I may I'm not sure if they encountered a giant rabbit, which a couple of pursued part of the way, partly. Able to retrieve a, I think it was like Fey Shard or something like that. They'll have and that will give you a far better recount, but You know. Okay. Yeah, the heart more. They're in the. Oh, so it was a. Yeah, it was one of them. Yeah, I looked at. I actually found its page on D&D Beyond. Probably should bring up D&D Beyond on my phone because I will not be able to use it once the actual episode gets started. Yeah. They discovered this. I think this art can be used with. If you are sorcerer, you can do it, and it becomes a focus. And you can choose, and important, if it is by your own choice, that when you use your sorcery points and stuff, you can potentially activate something from the wild magic. Oh yes, then I believe we also got confirmation that Laudna was indeed one of the hanging victims were of the Briarwood regime, who were dressed up as Oxwalker to send a message for when they got there. They found the chromatic robe, which should give them like protection from lightning or something. Resistance to a damage is granted. In that case, lightning. Blow pelts and stuff, and bones. You destroy the growth, but you can cause damage. So, of course, these colors are based off of the elements of the chromatic dragons. And when we left it off, after they seem to be visited by a fairy or a fairy pixie or sprite-like creature, seemingly. Which with other and many very successful wisdom saves, which were unwelcome because they were quite frankly curious what would happen. I think it was was it Orm or Ash? I forget. One of them loses and goes there. And basically, the discover was something like a cross between that it was more like a gummy shape, like a rough shape of a fairy and stuff, but not really. And it's more like the lure of an anglerfish, which only the thing was here's the description. Just go. A 20-foot circle of tentacle-like vines and roots begin shifting around them, and they have been lured to the base of a large 15-foot tall, crane-like plant creature. With a heavy, sharpened beak and made of blood-red colored leaves. This is clearly, I would say, a Matt Mercer original. Open and a single like blur that goes out from. And that's where we left off. Yes. Let's see. Now, I'm assuming that does not seem like something that maybe will talk their way out, so let battle be joined. And for God's sakes, watch that beak. And let me guess, let me guess. It starts about strong recommend. Yeah. Oh yeah. If you were familiar with Old Like Content Productions, the last tier list that they did for Old Like Dark, I made a comment about what they should do next, and the number of people agreeing and stuff exploded. So hopefully that gets traction. Well, let me guess. It turns out the beacon will be the least dangerous part, and it just ends up stomping them. Now, at level 5, they should have access. Hopefully, they'll have access to. I already did the field and all that. You know about to keep popping out. Hopefully, they. Okay, so hopefully, F.C.G has. Should action come necessary, which eventually probably will be, to bring one of them back. They should have access to third on this go, so hold on. Just a little like. There's a reply. And now let's get into tonight's episode of Critical Role. That does it so much better.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to tonight's episode of Critical Role, where a bunch of us nerdy-ass voice actors sit around and play Dungeons and Dragons. God damn it. Oh, Liam O'Brien.
You taught it to me!
I did. Oh, you learned it from watching me. Before we jump into tonight's episode, we do have some announcements to get through, beginning with our first sponsor of the night, Hit Point Press. Sam.
This episode is sponsored by our friends at Hit Point Press and their brand new Fable Makers animated tarot deck, which combines tarot and role-playing games with a third magical element, animation. These beautifully animated cards, which I don't have, will help you bring your own adventure to life. You can also use them with our hardcover tarot guidebook from Hit Point Press to combine the world of RPG storytelling and the practice of tarot. Pre-order the Fable Makers animated tarot deck today and get the PDF version of the book and cards for free at animatedtarot.com. Now, inspired by this super cool deck, which I also remind you I do not have, I decided to get into the spirit by giving my castmates a quick tarot reading. Who wants a tarot reading tonight?
Me.
Oh,
me.
Oh,
tell me a fortune of love.
Okay, all right, Liam. I think you're supposed to cut the deck or something. Maybe. I don't know how this
Nice.
works. I'm lying. I do.
I don't think it's gonna be as good as this.
No. Those are the cut ones.
What if that's where the love is?
Those are the
One
uncut shots.
sheet
Let me do the reading, please.
You also are giving
okay.
that.
You got
figure
the
one,
Empress,
two.
the Lovers, and Temperance.
Ooh, that's pretty
The
good.
fates have spoken, Liam. Your future is revealed. In a short time, you will eat lunch at a Golden Corral in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
He's always
During the lunch, you
specific.
will use the bathroom. Just a number one, no big deal. But when you leave the bathroom, a man will stop you and say, "Hey, pal, you didn't wash your hands." And you'll say, "I did wash my hands. You just didn't see." And he'll say, "No, I was here the whole time. You went number one and you didn't wash your hands." And you'll say, "I didn't need to wash my hands, okay? They're clean." And he'll say, "But you went number one, that's gross." And you'll say, "I didn't actually touch anything. I used my pants to aim." And he'll say, "Wait, what? Your pants?" And you'll say, "It's this thing that I do when I go number ones. I hold my belt loops and use my pants to aim so I don't touch anything."
Awesome.
And he'll
yes,
say,
the
"You use your
cradling
pants
method.
to aim?" And you'll say, "Yeah, they're special pants, all right? They're special pants I found for aiming your number ones."
God.
And he'll say, "Where'd you get these pants?" And you'll say, "From my doctor. They're not weird. They're from a real doctor with an office and everything." And he'll repeat kind of incredulously, "Your doctor?" And you'll say, "It's totally normal, all right? That's why I don't wash my hands, because it's normal and I don't need to because I aim with my pants." And he'll say, "Okay, but how did you flush? You had to touch the urinal to flush, right?" And then you'll panic and you'll start to hyperventilate and you'll run out the door but then you'll realize you can't run too fast because of your special pants, the loops, the aiming loops for your number ones. They're big and they slow you down when you run. Your doctor didn't tell you that when he gave you the special pants. And then you.
Him. Stop. Is this a story about you?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Anyway, thanks to Hit Point Press for continuing to support our show. Go check out the new Fable Makers animated tarot deck. Matt, back to you.
That's why I told you guys love is real.
I love you can see the line where like what we're required to say ends, and then it's just the wasteland beyond.
Somewhere Tim Robbins is proud of you, Sam.
Oh, ow. Oh, God.
Thank you, Hit Point Press, and I'm so deeply sorry.
Oh, God.
Our second sponsor tonight is our friends at 2K Games and their highly anticipated release, Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. In the game, players roll a multi-class hero to loot, shoot, slash, and cast their way through outlandish monsters and loot-filled dungeons in a quest to stop the tyrannical Dragon Lord, all while exploring a vast overworld-spanning majestic cities, dank mushroom forests, foreboding fortresses, and more. You can enjoy the game solo or start a party up with 3 friends in seamless online multiplayer or local split screen. And the game is available on the Epic Games Store. And head over to playwonderlands.com for more info. Also, wanted to make a quick announcement that we are so thrilled to welcome our friends at Phantom Tabletop and D&D Beyond back to the show. Those of you who might not know, we use D&D Beyond every night here on the show and have done so for quite a while now. And you can expect to see them here on a regular basis again as our official digital tool set. So during tonight's break, you can see the final game trailer for their game, Tales of Xadia, an RPG set in the world of Netflix's The Dragon Prince.
What was that song again, Ashley?
You got the perfect warlock.
There you go.
Put it in your shoes.
Terrible.
Get right on the new intro, recording immediately. Thank you. Marisha, you got some programming announcements.
I do. Speaking of Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, we have a Tiny Tina's Wonderlands one-shot. What? I know. Sponsored by 2K, of course. And it airs this Monday, March 28th at 7 p.m. Pacific on Twitch and YouTube. And it has an amazing cast of
I'll
your
react.
Bunker Master, Ashley Birch, Tiny Tina herself, and players Laura Bailey, Ashley Johnson, Travis Willing, Robbie Damon, and Iffy Wadaway. And then Exandria Unlimited Kaimal is coming up, the 2-part special with our amazing cast. Abria Iyengar as your game master. Yes. Robbie Damon returning as Dorian Storm. Matthew Mercer as Dariax.
What's up? Yeah.
Amy Carrero as Opal. Anjali Bamani as Fira Rai.
Yes.
And a new player is joining the table. Erica Lindbeck, y'all. Yes. So tune in to meet her. She's lovely. And then,
Oh my God, there's more.
Oh my gosh.
Breath, big breath.
this is a big one.
That's a big one. That's a big one.
It's gonna be
Our
done.
new talk show, Four-Sided Dive.
Get it?
Gonna be monthly. Yep.
Get it?
Four-Sided Dive. Will air monthly
It's cute.
on
It's a good-
Tuesday. No, the first one.
Yep.
Sorry, first one is premiering on Tuesday, April 5th at 7 p.m. Pacific on Twitch and YouTube. And the first people on that episode is going to be Matthew Mercer, Travis Willingham, Robbie Damon,
He's in everything. He's in everything.
He better be.
and me.
Yay!
If you have any evergreen questions, submit them at critroll.com/tower in order to maybe get your question on the Tower of Inquiry.
Ooh, that seems like a new feature of the show.
It is. Yeah. Little Shenga tower that we pull from.
Can't wait to not watch this show.
You'll be on it someday. Submit your headshot resume.
That's now trombones up.
Yeah, it's a lot of programming. It's a lot of shit coming up, you guys.
Got shit, man.
Got so much shit.
Got shit coming out of his own.
Hey!
Laura.
Laura, you're up.
Oh, we have some shit. Yes. Check it out. It's a tote bag.
Yay!
Market. Isn't it so cute?
so much.
We originally made these for live shows, and then guess what, guys? We didn't have live shows.
Yeah.
So we have them, and I said, like, wait, can we sell them? So now we're gonna sell them.
Yay!
They're cool.
Somebody will eventually have.
Do you spice?
Oh, is that what it says?
That's
No.
awesome. You can also use it as a babe at Krabby Krab.
I hope they will eventually have.
Krabby Krab.
That's amazing.
That's a real place.
Is Krabby Krab a real place? In here?
It's like those places where you get like the plastic bag
Yeah.
with like sausage and crab and
And you can use that as a bib, Travis.
crawfish and stuff.
That there.
Well, just highlight the cultural in it.
It's okay. We'll bring you one day. Get your fingers nice and greasy.
Power of imagination
yummy.
and crab, Travis. It's gonna be a weird.
I believe that concludes our announcements.
Oh, I should say they're available in the US and UK Critical Role shops. Go check it out.
Yes.
Now that concludes our announcements.
Good timing.
And so let's go ahead and jump into tonight's episode of Critical Role.
One by one we climb until we reach the top. Two by two we fall.
Will we meet our end or meet our destiny? Hold your breath and roll.
It's Thursday
Night. All ye critters you are fine. There is magic in mystery. What's happened in my mind? But one thing's for sure, we never give up on the fight. From the healer to the renegade, we all share the same goal. Fighting more allies, taking more chances, hold your breath and roll. Thursday night. All ye critters come join us, it's time to continue. It's Thursday night. What? Magic and mystery. Close the door. Alright. I nailed it last. I got it right last week for the anniversary episode. I'm still good.
And welcome back. So, last we left off, Bell's Hells, following a handful of threads that led them away from the city of Drusar and northward through the jungles towards the Heartmoor, the swampy bog region on the northern part of the Odiran Wilds where the Heartmoor hamlet exists. Whereas there you had hoped to, one, find information that seemed to pertain to the death of the Loomis twins and the path of your particular interest, as well as deal with a possible job set by Gianna Hexam that could cancel some of your outlasting debt and issues that you carry as baggage, Ashton. Gathering your materials, purchasing some horses, and trudging on for a handful of days, keeping predominantly to the roads through the jungle, you had a handful of odd encounters with some creatures in the vicinity, some errant weather effects, gathered a couple of small magical items through some careful planning, some careful reflexes and pursuits, and some relatively uneventful evenings of camping off the road where some conversations were had, some bonding was mounted. And then about a day out from the Heartmoor, in the middle of the night, something seemed to be glowing in the nearby jungle, near the ridge of where you had set up camp. A strange little, faintly glimmering fairy, small, tiny creature that led some of you curiously to look in its direction, Fern specifically pursuing it out of frustration, upon which...
Just gonna kick it out of the way, but...
Which is a valid option, and most fairies deserve it. But this seemed to not really be a fairy, as instead the presence of it drew you mindlessly forward into the darkness. Ashton, you were quick to follow and find Fern kind of staring, stunned, mindless, into the darkness. And there, this fairy creature was tethered to this long, winding vine that seemed to be protruding from, up until this point, a well-hidden, gargantuan, fanged plant creature that began to rise out of the brush in shadow before opening its large mouth. And that's where we're going to go ahead and begin. I need everyone to roll initiative. Everyone who's awake, roll initiative, and those who are still asleep, we'll get to that.
So it's just a glowing dollar on a string being pulled through
It
the
was
jungle.
Laudna, Imogen, Fern, and Ashton were the only ones that were awake.
That's a lot of people. I thought that's more than I remember. Our horses!
Where's your campfire?
Where's Rabbit? Get a good look at him now while they're still there.
Just whap him on the butt. Let's send him straight towards the law of justice. Inevitability.
All right.
Great.
What's it look like?
So,
I'll probably be using some.
because our mini.
Try to use grapple images for.
All right. So we have
In the parts that have battles.
over here.
I'll try to use them
Would
as
be
the.
right about there.
Just right out in the open, ready to go.
With Ashton at the side, and this.
Yeah, I'm going to
say,
plan.
Laudna, you're awake.
Oh yeah,
right?
homebrew, but I'm going to take a
I
look.
was the
by
one
the
who started waking
campfire.
people up.
That's so cool.
Imogen, you're awake. What if on this side of the campfire? We'll say you were all asleep.
Honk shoe.
I'm definitely up against a tree. I get myself as close to wood whenever I can.
I respect that. There you go. I'll lean you in. And fresh cut.
Commune.
You just predator back into it.
Exactly. Perfect. So, if I could have those that are conscious go ahead and roll initiative if you haven't already.
Conscious.
And if you're the first one of those conscious, I said, tell
25 to 20?
One things you do is wake up,
20 to 15.
15.
15.
You know the
guys.
you know the rest.
Was Imogen is at 15?
Wow.
15 to 10.
10.
All right. All right.
I didn't press the back. I pressed the
10 to 5. 6.
Damn.
Oh.
Good thing it's only a big fanged thing with a fairy tale. That sounded weird.
Lana, what'd you get?
I rolled a natural 1.
For a total of?
3.
Okay, I missed it.
All right. So, top of this round.
Is that it?
Top of the round to you.
All right.
Imogen,
That's me.
it's you. You watch as two of your friends go off into the distance, the light from the campfire just barely keeping them lit as Ashton goes to inspect Fern, who stands there, and you hear this very
Oh, it's
faint.
Fern
You don't
then.
even see anything in the dark. All you hear is... What are you doing?
Shit.
You see this faintly glowing kind of fairy creature just kind of chilling right there.
In Orem's head, he gets a shouted, "Wake up!" Does that work?
Sure.
As I
it's already alert that the things are there. Just do a little shout and wake
run a few
everyone up.
steps forward.
It's just your life. Don't worry about it.
Down the hill here, or
Yeah, I'm just gonna want to stay elevated, but not fully down.
so like here? Or over
Yeah,
here?
that's great.
Okay, cool.
Little piece of chewing gum.
And I'm gonna send. Oh God.
What do I have?
I'm gonna send dancing lights down into the fray so I can see what the fuck is going on.
Okay, cool.
Thank you.
Seeing as how I used a dancing light to represent the fairy, I'll just use this cluster of dancing lights to just kind of create the space around there. As soon as your lights kind of flicker off into the space, giving this kind of faint purplish energy, you see what looks to be a small tree, except it begins to move as soon as the light touches it, and you instead see this massive creature that is a twisting mass of vines and roots that tighten and pull across each other.
Yeah,
this kind of tattered underbrush that acts almost like a lion's mane around its heavily toothed, open beak-like mouth, eyeless, with small vines that seem to wrap around and whip. Is now visible.
Right as I see it, as my bonus action, I'm gonna telepathically or telekinetically pull Fern 5 feet towards me
5
to
feet
get her
towards
farther away from it.
You got it. Okay. Smart. That finishes your go. So you are now coming to consciousness. I will say go ahead and roll an initiative check for me.
Okay. I'm not going to use my advantage because I'm just waking up.
You just wake up.
I did roll advantage anyway, but I'm just going to roll one.
Yep.
I don't even know what I rolled. That's a real low. That is 9 for me.
9.
Higher than.
You're just after Fern.
Yep. All right.
You were 6, Ashton?
Yeah.
All right. So that brings us to, that finishes your go, Imogen. The rest of you are still asleep. Okay. It is now the creature's turn.
Yep.
So first, the bulb is kind of drifting there. It's going to go ahead and shift out this way. As it moves past your shoulder, you kind of glance as it moves past, and then it seems to pulse with a bright glow, almost like a lantern light that suddenly flickers bright then off. I need both Ashton and Fern once again to make wisdom saving throws for me.
Okay.
I think this is a homework.
20 total.
That or it's just one of the entries that didn't have.
Okay. So you managed to resist the effect and kind of begin to shrug off that strange influence that had caused your brain to essentially shut down into this low, kind of noisy, warm light. You felt like you were almost like bathing in a lit bath and just kind of enjoying that expanse, and suddenly you pull out of it and you're in the middle of a dark jungle once again, and you just see this creature shifting in front of you like part of the jungle has come to life, and you realize where you are. Ashton, you, however, your mind begins to pull away from your consciousness, and this kind of fuzzy sense of static takes over your mind as you
into the bed.
Move.
Oh,
Step
no.
up towards the creature there.
No, what are you
And
doing?
you are
Not on my turn?
no, you are incapacitated.
Okay.
It's fully incapacitated.
Yeah.
Great.
Half your walking speed, which would be 20 for you.
No.
You're incapacitated until the end of its next turn.
I'm just not noticing the creature because he was perfectly blocked by this tree.
And camouflage.
God, very well camouflaged.
It's part of his thing. And we'll also following that up with a Hungry Jaws attack.
Oh,
We're incapacitated. That's going to be 24 to hit.
That hits, surprisingly.
You are incapacitated, so it is an automatic crit on you.
Open up and there it goes.
Oh shit.
That's
Automatic
bad.
crits if
Bad.
you're incapacitated.
Don't worry, your
That
cleric's
is-
asleep.
32 points of piercing damage to you.
Wow. Wow. They're hefty.
And you all watch as Ashton, like weapon out to the side, suddenly this pulse hits. Ashton kind of drops the hammer and kind of drags it on the ground behind them as they step forward towards the creature. The creature like turns what you imagine its head to be to the side and then swallows him.
Ashton's gone?
Help.
Oh,
It's again.
It's fucking again.
break out the fire. You're
Again.
going.
Oh shit,
They stuck
guys.
in here.
Uh-oh.
And it's going to slowly, oh dear,
No.
shift its way this way. All right,
very large.
Next.
that finishes its turn. Now it brings us to Fern with Orm on deck.
Oh boy. Okay, that was that changes things.
Didn't though.
It didn't. It did not. Okay. That's not gonna work. Oh goodness gracious. Okay. I am going to. Shit.
You can do that.
Does a fern shit in the woods?
Well.
All right. I am going to kind of rub my palms together and cast poison spray.
You want to cast poison spray?
Yes.
Okay.
And it is a Constitution saving throw.
Good. It
Okay,
might.
as a 14.
16.
All right, so
Maybe
does
it's
that succeed?
Plural.
So,
Grass is a weak to plural, right?
okay, 18
18. Okay.
Points of poison damage?
poison damage.
So as you like expel this cloud of poison gas towards it, it seems to react and suffer some sort of discomfort at it, but this creature's biology doesn't seem quite as influenced by toxins.
Okay, so
It is a plan.
It is a plan.
that was a cantrip.
Yeah, but it's a poison bleach spray.
Should have specified that.
I would like. Can I also take an attack? Since that was a
There's an action to cast the cantrip.
that's right.
So
Okay,
you have
okay.
bonus action and a movement still.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to step away, but I think he'll get an attack of opportunity.
If you move away from his combat range, yeah. How far do you want to move?
Okay, I'm gonna try to move a little closer to up that way, and
This way?
yes.
Okay, how many feet?
Let's see,
What's your movement speed?
35. Yeah,
Yeah, because if he moves away from you, then you get to hit him.
yeah. You know what? I'm gonna stay because there's something I might try if it ends up
Okay.
working. I'm gonna stay.
Are you going to use your bonus action for anything?
I'll just, I'm gonna scream at everyone. Wake up! Wake up! I was wrong! Everybody wake up!
All right. I'll say with that, the remaining members to go ahead and roll initiative.
Okay. Come on, Bone Dice.
Roll low, motherfuckers.
Oh no. Is it?
10.
7.
I knew I should have brought the sage.
All right.
I'm next to Fern. I'm probably lower dex than you, though.
Yeah, well, you've...
+2. Rollies!
Rollies.
Oh, shoot. What, regular rollies?
9.
11.
You got it.
So wait, what did you roll?
There's other kinds of rollies.
You get
So here's the thing.
Lowest
If you had
rollies?
rolled a high initiative in this instance, you technically would... In this particular circumstance, I'm using it as if you had rolled high, then you wouldn't be until the next initiative count. You're technically next to the Fern, so you actually... And this is one of the weird circumstances where I'm allowing the low initiative on that roll to have been beneficial. So now you get to immediately take your turn after her.
Oh,
makes
shit.
sense.
Pressure.
So, you come out of consciousness, you are prone on the ground, kind of like waking up, looking off to the side. There's the fire crackling towards your feet, keeping your footsies warm. And across the way, you see the bright kind of purplish light in the middle of the jungle, and this creature that's now slithering through. What do you do?
Shit. So am I over here?
Yeah, you're right there.
Oh, the brain of the woods. It's imprinted in my face. Can I wake up and run this way?
Okay. You're getting up, which is half
Just
your
run
movement.
away. Can I just run away?
Well, yeah. Fuck you
Well, it's
guys.
half your movement.
Oh, that is right.
To get up from prone.
Okay, so 12 feet. I'll use another 12 feet.
So 10-ish.
10, yeah.
So you're going this way?
Yeah, I'll come to the edge.
That's
back a little towards you.
That's about we can get there.
Okay, great. And I'll come one square.
Or you can say there if you want to get near the tree.
That's great. Yeah.
Okay, there you go. That's your movement.
Boy, I really can't do jack shit. With my bonus action, I'll say sleeves are bullshit, and I'll dig my fingers into my arms, and I'll rip the skin off of my arms.
Yes!
Hairy, muscled arms underneath.
Buddy horror shit is my game, bitch.
Every time. I got to go for days.
That's
You
sick.
still have extra movement if you're not taking an action, though. Just putting that in there.
Oh, that's true.
You could dash if you want to.
Yeah, let's get some movement here. So I'll keep coming in the direction I was moving. I want to stay wide.
10, 15, leaping down.
Yeah.
20. So there.
Uh-huh.
You can go 25.
Yeah, perfect. That's exactly what I was thinking.
You got it.
Spread
All right.
it out
So
a
you
little
like
bit.
jumped off the edge and you're kind of like circling around this way.
Right.
You got it. That finishes your go.
Thanks.
Orem, you're up with F.C.G on deck.
Okay, so Orem comes to, grabs shield and sword off the ground next to him, pops up groggily, and sees Fern with this thing lumbering over her, and I can't tell where Ashton is on.
I'm
or-
inside.
Inside there.
Inside,
Actually,
okay.
you don't know that.
Where's Ashton?
You just don't see Ashton.
So I'm going to curve around the fire with my other half of my movement. Then I'm using my action to leap through the air to land behind Fern.
Okay. So you're
So I'm using my movement,
to get to the
half
edge.
movement to get up.
Yep.
Other half movement to get to the edge of the rock there.
And then you're
going to
use
my action to go
and just like flee dash over here. You
flee
got
dash, land behind Fern.
25, 30. That would get you just there. Make an acrobatics check for me.
Can I land behind her specifically?
Oh, you bind her this way. Yeah, that can be allowed.
Okay.
Doing an acrobatics check for me.
Okay, you got it. Acrobatics. 20.
20, yeah. Like you actually like kind of grab onto her shoulder to help cushion your fall, and then land blade off to the side, shield kind of over the shoulder, then pull the shield back out, and you're at your ready.
And then Fern, like a secret door, you find yourself revolved like you're in Young Frankenstein, away from the creature, and I'm there, bait and switch. I'll take the AC. Come on. Okay, got that. And now I will action surge and attack this thing.
Hell yeah, okay. Go in.
Action surge. First is pretty low. That is a 14 to hit.
14 unfortunately misses.
Okay, and then slash again, and that is a 20 to hit.
20 hits.
Goading attack.
Okay.
Has to make a wisdom save.
That is an 8. So
an 8?
An 8, yeah. So it has disadvantage if it attacks anything that's doesn't include you, correct?
So very little damage, 8 points of damage, and then yeah, anything it tries to attack other than me, disadvantage.
You've got it. Okay. That finish your go?
Yeah.
All right, F.C.G, you're up.
You all right?
He took a big hit.
As I
That's
open
not
my
gonna hit like that.
ocular receptors and look around, I see in the dead of night, right, my friends in danger, and I say, "Oh, it's happening again."
Players.
And I don't really know what's going on, so I'll just move forward.
No, leave my
Sort
heart
of to the edge
below.
of that little platform there.
Okay.
And not knowing what's going on, I will. Is everybody okay? I'll do sympathetic binding as
Okay.
my action, and I will bind myself to Imogen. I don't see Ashton.
You don't see Ashton.
Nope.
I don't have to see them to bind to them, but I didn't see them. I wouldn't know where they were, so I'll do Fern instead.
Okay. So Imogen and Fern.
Yes.
You got it. So keep tabs on that. And that's your.
And then bonus action. How How is my relationship with Imogen? Would you call her an ally or trusted companion?
I'd say
we
she's
did mind meld.
yeah. With the role playing bonds that you guys have built and over time as of late, you have upgraded into a trusted companion.
Okay.
You've LARPed together.
Yes.
Then I will, as my bonus action, I will give you a bonded blessing, where you now get guidance, a D6 that you can add to anything.
A D6?
Yeah, because she and I talked, motherfuckers. So anyone else who wants to. That's what therapy does. It gets you results.
Is this what you're shouting to us as you roll through the jungle?
Any turn? That's great.
It's like an inspiration dice, basically.
Yes. Damn.
Awesome. Does that finish your turn?
That's it.
All right, finishing your go. That brings us to Ashton.
Fuck.
So Ashton, you went from this odd kind of staticky sensation to a horrible sharp pain across your torso on both sides, and then darkness and constraint, and you are currently restrained. Also, you feel this horrible acidic burning sensation as you are digested from the inside.
That's
a lot of dice.
Stomach, there's always going to be acid damage.
Are you bayed?
Oh yeah,
You
that is
bayed, Bo?
19 points of acid damage.
Wowzers.
It's your turn.
What can I do?
You can do anything you want to. You just restrain, which means your speed 0, and any attacks you make are at disadvantage.
Okay, I'm going to rage like a motherfucker, because what else am I going to fucking do?
Maybe you'll like.
No.
Maybe you'll like.
Yeah, it couldn't be. It certainly could. That'll do. That's really nice. Okay, so.
Can you phase through his body?
I know, that's what I mean. Don't you have one that like phases into
No,
a
it doesn't
location?
quite work that way, sadly. So, not that anyone can see, but there is a fucking light show going on inside this thing. Maybe there's just a weird little, like a bad discotheque happening in there.
Yep.
Oh, it's a party monster.
It's about to shit another fairy.
Fuck.
That's how fairies are made.
I am going to, like, my only chance of fucking surviving this is getting the fuck out of this thing, I assume.
Okay.
So I'm going to just grab the hammer and I'm just going to start stabbing with the bottom, the bottom of the hammer, just seeing if I can cut myself out of this.
So you're trying to force your way out of it.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to do damage to it to try and get out.
Okay. So go ahead and
is there a difference between trying to get out and?
There's two different ways you could try and get out. You could either try and do enough damage to eventually possibly be coughed up, or you could attempt to make a contested strength check to break free. Depends on whichever you're feeling more comfortable with.
That's a big
I've been rolling like shit. That is a tough call.
You might give you like disadvantage or something because you can't move.
No, you can't move.
Yeah, I have I would actually. That's right. I have disadvantage anyway. So I guess a contested strength check. Is my strength okay?
Okay. Well, you are raging, which does give you advantage on your strength check.
You could go reckless, right?
Or you can reckless attack and make it baseline attack.
Baseline attack.
So it's up to your.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the strength check.
You got it.
That's pretty good. Trying to read that because it's hard to read. Okay.
Middle of the night.
Jeez.
Just strength check, not save.
Correct.
18.
18. 18 is exactly the DC that he rolled.
Fuck God.
So you do manage to yeah. 18 is you have to hit the DC that he rolled the contested. You begin to take the hammer and jam it into the side, and you find the first couple times you're trying to like take the handle of it and pierce. It's like hitting hard petrified like stone or old heavy wood, and then you find one patch that splinters and pushes through, and you see that you've actually punctured the side of it. And you kind of use that momentum to push through, and all you see this emerging light show of Ashton essentially be birthed at the side of this weird tree creature.
Oh, nice. Wait, you're out?
I am out. I am fucked.
You're prone.
I am,
but you're out.
Fucked right now. I am not looking good.
You still have your movement, but you are prone. So.
I'm going to use my movement to get up and circle towards fresh cut grass, I suppose, going.
Okay.
I'm not going to leave. I know it's got about 10 feet, yeah.
That's about as far as you can get right there.
How close am I to the fairy thing?
You're right next to it.
I don't want to be right next to that shit. Never mind. I'm so sorry. I can't see it from here. I'm gonna circle the other direction.
Towards Fern. Fern's on the other
Yeah,
side.
towards Fern.
Okay, there you go.
Just like 5 more feet away from all that shit. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm really fucked up. Please help. Fuck. Ow. Fuck. Ow. Ow. I'm really fucked up.
All right, that finishes your go, Ashton. Laudna, you're up with Imogen on deck.
Seeing a fresh cut grass, just wake up and look a little confused. I go, F.C.G, it just ate and then shat out Ashton.
Oh, shit.
His metabolism is off the fucking charts.
I can never sleep again.
And then I...
6 seconds.
God, I take a little bit of like the like swampy muck from the bottom.
Yeah.
Kind of starts to like bubble and surface, and it's just that like that like nasty mud at the bottom of a pond, and it just slathers all over top of them and kind of gives like a oil slick sheen to them, and I cast Hex.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
In that, when it was doing that strength check, that strength roll just now, would that be like an ability check?
That would be.
Then I will give him disadvantage on strength checks with my Hex.
Good looking out. Yes. Alrighty.
And then I'm going to take that muck, and you see ice shards come out of it, frozen pond muck, and I'm going to do Ray of Frost.
Dude. Shards of muck.
Okay, Ray of Frost.
Yeah,
Nice.
have you ever seen frozen mud?
Yeah, of course. I don't like it.
Oh, okay, that's better. 21.
21 hits.
Great. And that's 2d8. Shit.
2d8 plus 1d6.
Yeah, you're right, because of Hex.
So much damage. Holy shit. Yeah, dude. Holy
Jeez
shit.
Louise. 2, 4, 6. 2, 4, 5 damage.
Yikes.
2, 4, 5 damage. Alrighty.
But his speed is minus 10 feet now because of the Ray of Frost.
That's great.
He's a little frosty.
Okay, that finishes your go. All right, are you saying your turn, Laudna, or?
Yes, I think
Okay.
so for right now.
Imogen, you're up.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna look around, and with my telekinetic abilities, I'm gonna use a sorcery point to split this spell. I'm gonna pick up 2 large boulders and send them at the creature.
Cool.
2 catapult spells.
Whoa.
Okay, so you're twinning spell.
It's a twinning spell. Yes.
Does it say you can target the same creature, or does that have to be separate creatures?
It's 2 different objects that I'm targeting with catapult, so I'm not targeting a creature with the catapult. I'm targeting the object.
Okay.
Catapult can be used not as an attack, so you're not targeting a
That's
creature.
true.
I'm sending it.
No, that's valid.
You could use it to like launch a creature though. Like in theory.
No, that's
You don't-
valid. It's valid because you're targeting. This is. Look at you, lawyer, in that. Yeah. Okay. I'll allow it.
I love that so much. So I'm casting this at 3rd level, and I'm sending 2 large stones at the creature.
Sure. Yeah.
All right. I technically can roll wild magic since I'm meta magic.
If you wanted to.
Wild magic? Just cause?
Just cause.
Wait, does that take the place of a spell?
No. It just adds an effect to whatever I just do.
Go ahead and roll a
23.
23.
God.
Okay.
What?
Your skin suddenly begins to shift tone. As you finish casting the spell, you don't realize that, but everyone else is looking over at Imogen. You watch as her skin suddenly begins to take on this sickly bluish hue. So continue.
All right, so 2 large boulders sent at the creature from 2 opposing directions. So it has to roll dexterity saving throw.
Don't feel so sad.
Dexterity saving throw. You got it. That is an 11.
Yes. Do I roll twice?
Do not know why snow was hit. That doesn't make any sense.
Okay.
I must have affected
this creature.
Wild magic. I think my phone accidentally hit it.
That's my wild magic. I cast snow.
There you
Does it roll twice for the 2 objects
will,
coming
yes.
in?
And a 5. It failed on
Okay,
both.
great. So that's 5d8 twice.
Ooh.
Oh
my God.
5d8. Get it, baby. Catapult.
Yes, it does target because it targets an object over a creature.
Amazing.
All right.
40-ish damage.
12, 13 plus 14.
I will do that.
Is
It's bringing the heavy fog that usually rolls into the
34
jungle during this hour.
34. No.
13 plus 14?
Yeah.
That's 27.
27. Okay, 27 on the first boulder.
Dang. 27. That is awesome.
16, 22, 28,
Way above average.
32.
Yeah.
These two large parts of rock that have been covered with vines and heavy root that aren't even visible suddenly tear free and rise up, just kind of floating in space, slowly rotating as you watch Imogen's skin go from like that light sickly blue to a steadily darker and darker, almost navy coloration. And then both rocks slam into both sides of the creature with a heavy impact. You see whatever sort of plant-like lifeblood viscera would exist inside suddenly gets spattered out from the impact as it seems to buckle and fold for a second, taking a heavy hit. Both rocks into the ground right next to Orem. One almost like on the ground next to you.
Thank God Ashton got out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, probably.
I wouldn't have done it if he was in
True
there.
enough.
So I'm gonna back up if I can.
How much are you back up?
As much as I can.
5, 10, 15,
Imogen, you're
25, 30.
Yeah,
a
right there.
little odd.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
Here you are now.
And
What is happening?
Blue?
Yes.
A little bit. You're Smurfy.
Joe, are you feeling okay?
Can you calm it down?
It's her blue period.
All right, so that finish your turn?
Yes.
So
It is
moody.
now the creature's turn.
Okay.
So first, yeah.
I'm gonna use my bonus action
Oh.
to shove Ashton further away from it
Okay.
before I
How
move.
far was the range on that?
Well, can I do it? Say I did it before I moved. Just have used my bonus action to shove Ashton.
Right, what's the range on it?
Telekinetic shove.
Telekinetic shove is
30 feet.
30 feet. He was 35 feet away from you.
Okay, good.
Which means if you want to do that, you can move towards and then away. It'll mean you're a little bit closer, but your call.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
I want to get him further from the creature.
Thank
They don't get an
you.
attack of opportunity on it if he's
They
out of the
don't?
range. No.
No.
All right, so you shove him back
get shoved.
and then climb back up onto the top and get on right next to the fire, where now you and Laudner are both kind of flanking the sides of the
Okay,
fire.
great.
Now it's the creature's turn.
Okay.
Its vine slithers up to the top here, and the fairy's kind of up to the top, gives off this light pulse
What?
that will get all of you up top. I need Laudna, Imogen, and Fresh Cut Grass to all make wisdom saving throws for me.
Don't fuck me, Gil.
19.
19, you're fine.
10.
9.
So you, kind of concentrating on your weirdly colored, unexpectedly hued skin, feel this influence on your mind right as the pulse hits and you cover your eyes just in time and kind of, you're used to resisting influence because it's constantly pressing on your brain. So this is like second nature to you. And as soon as you push it off, you look back and watch as Fresh Cut Grass and Lana just kind of walk forward off the edge
Oh my God.
to there. And Lana, you step off the side and catch yourself stopping right there.
Oh no.
Can't have that cleric being messed up.
All right.
I mean, Laudna too, but whatever.
That's good.
Now the entity, which previously was just kind of in a soft hunting mode, now seems to be
Soft hunting
seems to be getting more enraged as it's suddenly crushed by an extreme amount of pain.
Just a soft boy.
It is going to. Let's see. It's going to go ahead and first unleash. Well, as a follow-up to that, it's going to unleash 3 vine swipe attacks, which only have a 15-foot range, so it can't get you. That's going to go ahead and get Laudna, Fern, and you, Orem.
All right, disadvantage on them.
Does it say to anybody that does that's not you, or to any attack that doesn't include you? No, the 3 separate attacks. You're right. So you're good.
Any
so it's
attack
disadvantage.
that's not against me is a disadvantage.
Correct. Yeah. So this will be against Fern. Still a disadvantage. That is a 17.
Just hits.
Okay, gotcha. So you take 14 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And it yanks you closer to it. The vine pulls you in against Aurum. That is going to be it's a natural 2. Pretty sure that misses you with a 10.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So the vine comes whipping towards you, and you just kind of bash it away with the shield. The one coming towards you, Lod, with disadvantage. That'll be 15.
Shield.
You're currently incapacitated, so you cannot take an action, unfortunately.
Hits.
So you take, because you are incapacitated, it is considered an autocrit.
This is fucking trouble.
You take 20 points of bludgeoning damage, and you are pulled adjacent to it as the vine smacks you. You now are back in control of yourself and your faculties as the pain hits you, but all of a sudden you're like pulled close, and now you're right up against this creature.
Creature looks okay, kind of fucked up.
I mean, it looks like it's been hurt.
Okay.
But it's all right.
Yeah.
All right. That's going to finish its go. Fern, you're up with you, Chetney on deck.
Oh, blue eyes.
Shit.
Okay, so I'm like this. Am I? Can I
You're
do
not
anything?
restrained. You're just pulled in and you push out of it, but you're just right next to it now.
Okay. I am going to produce a flame blade in my hand and try to stab it.
All right. So as a bonus action, what level are you casting Flame Blade?
I'm gonna do 3rd level.
3rd level. You all watch as this large arcing kind of scimitar of fire just emerges out of one hand of Fern's. Go ahead and make an attack with it.
Okay.
Adding a spell attack modifier.
Ooh, nice. Okay. 28.
28 definitely hits. Holy shit.
Okay.
3 hours before 2.
More flame blade.
I may have to try watching this again. Watching both parts tonight.
It's usually 3.
If it's that short.
Sorry. Wait, so it doesn't go up if I cast it at 3rd level? It doesn't give me an extra d6? Stand by. Oh.
Looking up spells, because that's what we do. Because it's very hard to remember all the weird shit.
Oh, so I guess it's the same. At 3rd, it doesn't add an extra d6.
Oh, you're right. At 4th level, it goes
4th
up.
level.
So you just take a
okay,
second
sorry,
level.
So it's just a second. Okay.
That's okay. So it's just 3d6 in a hit.
Okay. 13 points of damage.
13 points of damage. All right. As your blade carves into its side, this hardy creature that previously, when you had released this poison spray on it, it seemed to shrug off a majority of what you had hoped would be an impactful attack upon the creature. Your blade carves through it like hot butter. And as it cuts through entirely, like there's no resistance, you see where the burn mark was. It is extremely unhappy, and you hear this kind of subtle shriek deep inside as it seems to not like fire.
Okay. Okay.
A vulnerability!
Dope.
I should have tried to get out of this. Can I try to, with movement, try to get out of it?
How far do you want to go?
Well,
I'm gonna try to. Well, I just want to try to get out of his arms.
And he doesn't like have you held necessarily.
Oh, okay.
You pushed away. It just hits you and pulls you in and then lets you go.
Oh, okay. Then
So
I'm
you
gonna.
can move if you want to,
But he'll get an attack of opportunity.
depending on how far you move.
Because I was gonna try to go over by Ashton.
Up to you.
Let's do it.
Okay. You going over here,
Yeah.
like there?
Yeah.
Okay. So as you dart past, one of its vines whips out towards you. That is going to be a 16 to hit.
Doesn't hit.
Doesn't hit. Nice. You just duck underneath. No impact.
Okay. Great. All right. That's my turn.
Okay. Finishing your turn. Now that it's angry.
now that it's angry?
no,
What do you mean now that it's angry?
It's going to use 2 of its legendary actions.
Wait.
What?
This is a legend.
I don't feel good about
Okay.
this.
Okay. Legendary actions don't mean it's a legendary creature. Legendary action just means powerful creatures have some sort of an attack economy against 7 players that can make it dangerous as a solo entity. Just be mine.
Hold on just a minute.
Let's go into Hungry Jaws on you, Lab.
We're gonna die.
What, Hungry Jaws?
Disadvantage.
Because
Technically an attack?
well, it is.
Still the same round.
That's true. Because
Yeah,
it's not
until
back
I
here.
go, right?
So yeah, it is disadvantage. That's still pretty high. That would be
But
a
you're not at. You can use your action now, right?
19.
It's out of my shield range. That would only give me an 18. You have to roll like 1 less.
19 with disadvantage.
But fuck this motherfucker, hellish rebuke.
Let's go with the hellish rebuke.
If you're gonna eat me, I wanna fucking rip your jaws off as I'm going in.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, is it a dexterity saving throw for it?
Yep.
It is a 14 on its side.
Fail.
All right, so it takes full damage from your hellish rebuke. You.
Oh, plus
Big money, big money, big money.
Oh God.
Okay.
Just
okay.
push her
Yeah,
away.
it's okay. Well, 15 total damage.
15 damage, which you take 12 points of piercing. As its mouth bites and begins to pull you into its strange plant monster gullet. While you are being swallowed, you angrily unleash your hellish rebuke, and you watch as the inside of its mouth lights up with a burst of dark energy and flame before Lana disappears.
Yeah, you ever see a kid like accidentally eat a pen and the pen bursts in their mouth and just like that's what it looks like.
Seen a kid.
Much better way to describe it. We all speak from personal experience.
Yeah.
Alrighty. That will go ahead and finish Fern's turn.
I don't have time to make a new character.
Yeah. The wolf just charges in, straight in for melee.
You were like a 2-8.
Alrighty. And with my bonus action, I'm going to use my crimson.
Make concentration check for Hex too.
Right. Disadvantage on the strength.
Constitution saving throw.
Yes.
Wait, what'd you say?
Nope.
Yeah. Just do your roll.
No.
Sorry.
What'd you roll?
2.
2? Yeah, Hex vanishes.
So it no longer has disadvantage on strength.
Fuck.
Which you
Nope.
gave it.
Well, it would. I mean, your strength is.
I couldn't have done it.
Couldn't have done it anyway.
All right.
Hardly matter.
Whew. So, continue with your turn.
This is getting dicey. I'm going to use my bonus action to ignite my crimson right. So you see the claws in my hand start to extend, and as they do, blood drips out of my fingertips and ignites into fire.
That's fucking cool.
Yeah, they just whoosh, and I'll take 2 strikes against him, but I'm going to use my predatory strike, which is attack, and then a third attack with just claws, no weapons.
Well, the third attack requires a bonus action.
Oh, is it?
Which you use to use your right.
Fair enough. So I'll do
next
that.
round. You can do
the
that.
next time round. Okay.
2 strikes against it.
That's a 23 to hit.
That hits.
And the second one is a 22 to hit.
22 hits. Yeah.
I got one for my room.
It's not gonna. Because we can slice together.
2, so that's 8.
I can buck around.
17 plus, and I take this damage. 5. 22 points of slashing and fire damage.
Nice. So 2 carving through. How much was the fire damage?
Actually, it's 5, so it's actually 10 points of fire damage total, and instead of 22, it should be 27 total. I only added it the first time. And
Right, so 7 points of slashing damage? Sorry, 10 points of fire and then 17 points of slashing?
Yes.
Got it. Okay.
10 points of fire, 17 of slashing.
So the flames on your claws burn into its plant body and leave these large carving black claw marks across its exterior. And you can see wherever you carve in, it's almost like instinctual, almost plant muscles pulling away from the wound, trying to hide from the burning sensation. Do a little more damage on that than you expected. All right, to finish you go?
Yeah, it does.
Slick. All right, now it's Orm's go with FCG on deck, but at the end of your turn, it's going to use its last legendary action to go ahead and vine swipe. Let's say it's going to vine swipe you, FCG.
on the prior one, I failed a wisdom save. Am I still incapacitated, or does that wear
You're
off?
incapacitated until the end of its next turn, or until you get hit.
In the end of its next turn.
Correct. So
Okay.
you would miss your next turn otherwise.
Gotcha.
It's still a disadvantage for attacking.
It
F.C.G.
is, yes. Natural 19. 19 on the low roll.
It hits for
All right.
sure.
Sheesh.
So
And it's an auto crit?
It's an auto crit.
Oh boy.
Puts it at 14 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Wow, I
And
just got fucked on mine.
You're already adjacent to it, so you're not pulled any closer to it, but you're knocked out of it. but
I'm
you
now no longer
no longer
incapacitated.
incapacitated, but you took a heavy hit on that one.
That's great.
All right, now that brings us to Orem with FCG on deck.
I'm going to eyeball Chetney and then move around and come into flanking position opposite from the creature.
Okay.
FCG, cut me a pizza hole in there! And I'm gonna ready my blade and hope that he can make me a target to hack through.
Okay, you got it. All right, that finishes your goes. You're holding your action for that. FCG, you're up.
What's a pizza? Okay, I'll put on my saw blade, which I can do now as a bonus action. Is that right?
A free action.
As part of your action, if you're going to
free action, amazing. And I will whir it up, and I'm gonna try to aim for a spot where I think maybe Laudna will fall out if we get through in just the right way. I don't know.
Okay. Are you doing it from where you're standing?
I'm gonna rock around to where Orem was.
All right, so moving ship to there.
Yeah, like.
Got it.
And I think we're aiming for a spot that maybe we see a little lumpy, bony elbow sticking out or something.
Okay.
And I'll just cut away and see
Go
what
for it.
happens.
Roll for an attack.
Nope. Shit. 2 plus 4. 6.
You go, and it just stops. It just gets like an inch into it, and then just gets caught, and you're like, shit. Poof, you pull it free, but there's no momentum on the blade, and it's a little gummed up.
I didn't do what I wanted it to, or I'm sorry.
Unfortunately, no. That's your
Shit
action.
on us, and I spring at that shitty spot that he barely nicked.
Okay, go for it.
Okay. I'm gonna use a. Nope, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna attack. I should still be in flanking.
You are with Chetney.
Chet. So that is balls. That's a 15.
15 just misses.
Oh. And then I rolled 2 18s for that. So that is a goading attack again.
Alrighty.
That'll be. Damn it! 6 plus. Okay, that's 13 total. Has to make a wisdom save.
Not bad. That's a 6. So no, it is still goaded and looking towards you, where you imagine its eyes might look if it had eyes that were visible.
Plant dick.
.com. Don't get there. Don't go to there. I apologize in advance. It is on you.
I don't even know if that's.
It is. It will be in a week, if not this. All right, so that finishes your reaction on that. FCG, you still have a bonus action and a little bit of movement if you want.
Oh, you. I can't see her, right?
You cannot see her. You just saw her vanish within the creature.
So
Actually, you wouldn't even see that because you were incapacitated at the time. You were kind of like,
I was out of it.
For a moment, you weren't even present, and suddenly Laudna's gone, and you're just trying to follow Orem's lead.
Shit.
You can assume that's likely what happened.
Got it.
But
Well, then I can't do anything for her, I'm sorry to say. So, yeah, I guess I'll bonus action healing word Ashton.
Thank you.
Sure.
I don't know, because getting to double digits would be really
I'll
nice.
do second level healing word. Okay, 2d4 plus 3. Oh, terrible. 6 points.
The whole total?
Yeah.
The whole thing.
That's all the. That's okay.
I'm in double digits.
Good to know.
Not by much, but I'm there.
Fair enough.
Low
That's
dose.
it.
That's your turn? Okay, that brings us to you, Ashton.
Fuck! I'm running up. I'm gonna smash the fucker. Is there anywhere I can go where I'm flanking?
From F.C.G.
Without too much of a
With
yeah.
FCG, you can flank there.
How much movement was that just there?
That would have been 20.
Perfect.
Actually, 5, 10, 15 feet.
Even better. All right. Since I'm flanking, first attack is
going for caffeine. Maybe I was.
Fuck, yes, that's what I wanted. That's a natural 20. And I was going to do it anyway, but now I'm even happier. I'm putting a Chaos Burst into that.
Hit that slot machine.
Come on, number 3. Come on, number 3. That'll do. So let's do... Is that right? So damage on that is...
No.
Awful.
No!
Wow. 4 thunder damage up to 8.
Yes.
And after dice are doubled, 14 points of just standard damage.
You got it. Okay.
Smashing.
Heavy.
That's together.
Crack with the first attack on the side. There's an impact where you see hardened exterior bark-like armor splinter upon the impact of the hammer. That's your first strike.
Here we go again.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Just all I hear whenever I hear Daga's. Here we go.
How is this possible?
I want them to finish before they get that
I'm
canopus.
rolling so
They
low.
don't get the chance to use that extra feat.
16.
16 just hits.
Jesus. It's because you rolled so high at the start of the campaign.
That's true. There's been before.
Another fucking Chaos Burst in there, because I really want this to be over. Psychic damage. Cool. Here we go. So that's 3 points of psychic damage. Plus 14 points of bludgeoning damage to try and get it to throw the motherfucker up.
Okay.
Has no intention of vomiting this woman up, does it?
Let's see. It was over 30. And technically you did over 30 with your strikes too. So actually that'd be 2 Constitution saving throws. I forgot to do that earlier.
27 total for me. I was not over 30.
Well, no, because the fire damage did double.
Right.
So, yeah, and so it would have retained its Constitution saving throw with you. You did over 30 in one round, so it does make another one. That is a natural 20. So yeah, it's unfortunately it's still holding on.
Chloroform is shit.
However, that second hit as it cracks between the flame strikes that have carved through it, it's starting to show some wear and tear. Like previously, there was a little bit of wounding here and there, but you're like, okay, you're starting to see some real damage show on this entity.
I'm going to back off 20 feet into that tree.
Into this tree?
Yeah.
Here?
Yep.
Okay. As you back away from there.
It's already used. It's already used its reaction.
On Fern it did.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah. So
paying attention.
Yep. You're good.
Nice job.
All right. Finishing actions go. Laudna, you're up at the top of your turn.
Oh no. Oh boy.
Fuck.
Don't die, dead.
I tried.
Damage at the top of the turn.
So many dice.
It doesn't really matter.
No.
Literally doesn't matter at all.
No. That is 24 points of acid
Oh,
damage.
you're okay.
That's the end of that.
It's not
Just
an
literally
insta-dead.
made my eye twitch. All right, okay. I'm down.
It got
could have
close.
auto-killed her.
It got close.
It got close.
Oops.
Campaign 3 is different, you guys.
All bets are off, motherfuckers. Okay, hang on. Hang on.
Sorry.
When damage isn't really critical hit reduces user make a charisma.
It clearly isn't though.
What's the damage taken? There's no way.
We were beating the fuck
No
out of it.
success.
Hitting you with a sword.
So I could attempt to roll a natural
Use it to
20
get
for Strength
You
of
could.
the Brave. I rolled in exactly what I needed last time. Come on, natural 20. Manifest it.
Easy.
No. Rolled a 14.
Okay, well at least that's good. That's not a fail.
It's not. It was my ability to stay alive.
Yeah.
But
Unfortunately. So you are 0. That is. So it brings you to the end of your turn. At the top of the turn, you take a death saving throw. That's what it is. So don't have to worry about it this turn necessarily.
I hate it. I hate it.
I hate all of it.
And she's into acid. If we don't get her
So
out,
at the top of her turn, she just rolled damage, but the death save would be
She'll
after.
roll two.
Would be before.
Actually, this is interesting because like death saves happens at the start of the turn, but the damage you take from this also at the start of the target's turn.
So what?
I'll say roll a d6 for me.
All of this.
why?
Come on, big dog. You got this. Let's go.
On a 1 to 3, the damage hits before the death save, which means you will take one this turn. You have to roll. Otherwise, it'll wait till next turn. So go ahead and roll. You want a 4 through 6.
Come on.
I want a 4 through 6.
Roll a death save.
No, I hate it. And then the next turn, that's an auto crit, so it's just 3 fails.
Well, it's not a melees are auto crits. This is just acid damage.
It's just
it's just acid damage. Just slowly being digested. It's fine.
Come on.
No, but
Cling to life.
it will be 2 saves on the next roll.
Cling to life.
Let's go.
What is that?
Rolled a 16, which means...
Right!
No, sorry, that's an 18.
What does that mean?
I get a hit point back.
You do?
How, what? How?
Because I'm an undead motherfucking bitch.
Yes!
I'm hard to kill. I am made of paper, but I'm technically hard to kill, so I have 1 hit point again.
So you come to consciousness, you still have your round now. From inside
Oh!
That's fucking crazy. Okay,
That
okay.
is awesome.
Whoa.
What?
Whoa.
I have 2 things that help me to keep me from
That's
dying.
great. I love it.
Doesn't mean I can't die, but all right.
There's a half-dissolved woman's
Okay.
corpse
Yeah.
sliding around.
Yeah. Oh my god.
So as I can feel my consciousness waning, and I kind of check out for a minute, and I come back, and no one could see it, but if they could, my eyes start glowing green, as I can hear Delilah's voice rattling around in my brain.
Oh, good.
There's still much to do.
And then I'm gonna take my form of dread as my bonus action.
Okay.
And kind of start snapping and cracking once again inside. Maybe you just see, like, bones. Oh, wait. Okay. My D10 for my... that sucks. I get 3 temporary hit points. Wait, 3? Hang on.
Wait, you got more hit points?
I get to roll temporary hit points from my
Form of dread?
Form of dread. Yep, 5. 5 hit points.
Do you also see visions of Whitestone Andy pass before your eyes?
Okay.
We're gonna let that down.
And then
When it comes to that joke, never gonna give you up.
It's me, Whitestone Andy. How you doing?
Did you guys see Whitestone Andy's cameo in Legend of Ice Hockey?
Yeah, it was the next rope over.
it did. Weird thing.
Jeez.
Good call. I know where Ashton
Yolanda
popped
brought me
out.
back too. Hey,
Kind of. I
Vaguely, yeah.
saw him.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to do
Can
it.
I? Guess it's all smoky and stuff. Can I?
You can make a strength check to try it.
Can I? But I'm not good at it. Can I just feel for the hole that he already created, and start seeing if I can pry my bony ass out of it?
I will say, given this circumstance and the preset hole that you've created in escaping, this can be either an athletics or acrobatics check,
All right.
because you've pre-opened that one.
Yes, I have.
I'll allow that choice.
And I made a lot more room than you're going to need.
I will definitely take acrobatics because my athletics is -3.
That'd be fine.
Straight roll. Come on, son of a bitch. 14.
14. Natural 5 plus 6, 11.
So that's good.
That's success.
So
you get out?
So
What an amazing
what you
round.
see is a lot of full form of dread, glowing green eyes. And first you see like a wispy smoke and black ichor start pouring out of its wound. Before you just see my head
Ace Ventura.
as I claw my way out of it.
Oh, God.
Baby!
Kill it!
I died again.
Fern,
And that's my turn. I get.
No.
Can I move?
You can't move. You're prone because you come out of it prone, so you can get up and move half your movement if you want.
Oh, can I stay prone? But I like
You can
flip.
crawl away.
I flip over and I do that weird spider climb. Backwards. Yes.
You can definitely do that because crawling is half movement, so you can move. You can crawl 15 feet away from it on your back.
Yes.
Oh,
Before I forget, Fern, because you did take the damage earlier and you were concentrating on Flame Blade, just make a Constitution saving throw. Do you have Warcaster? No? Then just roll a dex. Okay. So add your Constitution saving throw.
Holy fuck. I can't
15?
15, you're fine. Okay. So you maintain concentration. All right, so that brings us back to the top. Imogen, you're up.
God, I need a nap.
Haven't seen Laudna just I was gonna use a really horrible term. Just come on out of it. I'm gonna circle around the fire and get lined up with the fairy light. I'm gonna line up the fairy light with the creature.
Right there, you mean?
No, like
right
to
here?
where I've got a straight line fairy light.
Oh, I see. Right
yes,
there.
yes, yes.
Good call. Okay.
Through the campfire.
Yeah, through the campfire, I'm eyeing both to get them even.
You got
and
it.
I'm gonna shoot my hand forward. My eyes are gonna flash white. Everything floops up, including like the flames on the fire start to flare up a little bit, and I'm gonna shoot a lightning bolt.
Oh shit!
Through it all and try to get both the tail and the.
Let's go.
creature. Let's go.
Easy enough to do. I don't have to measure, but it's fun to just visualize.
Just barely goes
Probably just
shoot
the
by
tree.
Laudna.
Yeah, the tree behind it as well.
Yeah, about 10 feet over Laudna's head, just as this extremely bright streak of crawling lightning, this almost snake-like instant winding of pure energy just strikes through. Both, though the creature will, the lure as well, technically can't make a saving throw, so it just takes full damage. So go ahead and roll damage on that. It makes a dex save at our natural 1.
Yes!
Yeah, so full lightning damage.
So that's 8d6.
Fuck yourself.
1, 2, 3,
Whoa.
Oh boy.
6, 7, 8. Yep.
Dang. Ooh, a lot.
Woo! 10, 21, 27, 28, 32
32 points
of lightning damage.
yeah. Arcs past, and you see on the far end, it kind of arc as it ends up kind of disseminating its energy throughout the ground and the floor around.
I'm gonna just push Laudna 5 feet away from it if I can. Oh, I'm too far.
Too far away, yeah, unfortunately.
Ooh, can I push anybody else? Would it help, F.C.G, if I pushed you away? You don't need that, do you?
It has a very long reach.
It has a long reach. It doesn't do
We
nothing.
will say the lure at the end does wither from the
Oh, that's great.
impact.
Okay.
It kind of like curls and turns to dust on the ground.
Yeah, you were going to be the next one.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Oh, that's clutch.
Your turn. It is now the creature's turn. We'll see if it regrows a lure.
Damn.
It does not regrow its lure.
Okay.
Oh, it can.
You see the vine-like tendril that it carried, like whip back to the body, and there you see the end of it beginning to kind of like create a new bulb, but it's not yet ready.
Not spring.
From where it's standing now, it's going to go ahead and well, it can't use its lure pulse attack, so it's going to go ahead and use its hungry jaws on you.
Every time.
It is an attack, so it has disadvantage.
Yep.
Dick.
15 and a 16 natural. So that's going to be a 23
I'm sure that hits.
to hit you.
That's fine. That's fine.
So that is 15 points of bludgeoning damage to you,
Okay.
Yoshka Grass, and you.
Oh, am I swallowed?
Oh, come on, bitch.
That's all right. We got
I can only have one swallowed at a time, but you guys keep knocking them out, so it's like, well, we need something else.
I'm just trying to get some food.
Right? It's hungry.
Just really hungry.
Do the hungry jaws have a huge reach too, or is it a 5 feet reach on the hungry
5
jaws?
feet reach on the jaw.
Hell, so I could have shoved F.C.G further away. It would have helped.
It would have, yeah, I guess it would have.
You could have moved 5 feet and done it.
That's true.
But that's all it can take in its turn, because it's not doing its vine attacks, instead deciding to swallow one of you.
Okay.
It will... You know what? Yeah, it's going to shift here a little bit, which means you both get attacks of opportunity on it.
Who do? Me do?
Who do that voodoo?
Both of you do.
Who do that voodoo?
Fire claws, baby.
20 for me.
That hits.
17.
17 hits.
Okay, great.
12 for me.
12 for you.
5 plus 5 is 10 plus
fire damage.
4. So 10 points of slashing damage and 4 points of fire, or 8 if it's double.
You got it. It is doubled. Great. Decent reaction strikes on it as it kind of like slithers its way across the ground now, trying to find a centralized position amongst the cluster of you over there.
Uh-oh, why?
All right, that finishes its go. That brings us to Fern. You're up with you, Chetney, on deck.
Everybody run.
Okay.
He just said it himself.
All right. He doesn't like fire. I am going to cast Scorching Ray at 3rd level.
Yes.
Okay.
Nice.
and shoot out 3 scorching rays.
I know.
Blaster action.
Alrighty, so roll 3 attacks, adding your spell attack modifier.
Oh, it just happens.
It happens, but you have to still roll to hit. So you roll with your spell attack modifier to see if you hit the creature 3 times.
That's okay. That's what. Natural 24.
Okay, so one of them's doubled. Keep that in mind. Yep.
Oh, that's.
Oh no, that might. Oh wow.
Or a 1.
One of them's a 1.
Okay. That makes up for the.
Uncocked it by moving that thing, but that's fine. And the other one doesn't hit. So 1 natural 20.
Okay. Okay. So go ahead and roll 2. It's third level.
3d6.
So you create an additional ray for each level of the second. So roll for an additional ray. So I have 1 crit, 2 failures, and then 1 additional ray.
So I get to try again. Okay. No, it's a 10.
10 is aw. All right, so 1 crit.
Let's go 3d6.
Hey.
2d6 technically.
Sorry, 2.
Well, just imagine if
You
that's
drop a grain of sand.
These are terrible.
Just with a
rice
critical
kernel.
fail.
So 6.
Then
No,
prove that the curse
7
hasn't
total.
gone. It
On the
just
dice.
moved.
Doubled?
Doubled.
Double.
So 14.
So 14 fire damage.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Which is doubled.
28.
Oh, okay. So 20. Well, no, I
Oh, no,
rolled.
that's
I
not
rolled
28,
7.
it's 32.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
you rolled a 7,
He's-
but you rolled a 20 to hit, so it doubles.
And he's
So
weak
it's
14.
14, and he's vulnerable to fire.
Got it.
So it's 32.
I understand.
28.
28.
17?
Wait.
Plus 14, 14 is 20.
Sorry, 14. I was thinking 16. My
28.
brain. That's totally on me. All right, so 28 points of fire damage to it.
Okay.
Nice.
No, it's 32, man. It's totally 32.
No, it's fine. Thank you
That
for
could have
that.
been so fun.
For some reason, my brain, I was thinking
Been so
16.
good.
But hey, for 1 out of 4 hitting and still doing 28 points of fire damage, that's pretty slick.
True, true, true. Okay, I'm not gonna.
It's looking rough. Okay, so that's your action to go ahead and cast that. Is there anything else you'd like to do in your turn?
Can I? No, I can't.
No,
I'm sorry.
I took no without.
I don't know.
Would there be? Could I try to get to Laudna and try to pull her back?
Pull her which direction?
To pull her away, like go over and under the armpits, and try to just wiggle into
I can
the.
say you can wiggle her with the rest of your movement that far.
Okay, what's that thing that we're
That's
next
my
to?
light.
That's her
Oh, okay, good. We're good. We're good.
Okay. That finishes
That's
your go.
my turn. That's my turn.
All right, and of his turn, it's going to go ahead and use an legendary action to do a vine swipe. This one is going to be.
I don't want to go back in. Not like this. Not like this.
No, you're the one who's immediately.
Yeah.
You just struck it.
She's
so-
still down, and I'm.
Yes, disadvantage to that. That'll be a 15 to hit.
No.
Oof, that disadvantage helped.
Oh, man. Goading attack.
All right. So that finishes your go. That brings us to your turn, Chetney.
Come on.
Chetney rushes up. Rushes up, takes 2 strikes, and now with my bonus action, I'll use Predatory Strike.
You got it.
So
So
it's
3
one
strikes.
less on the damage. It's not the same. So 3 hits. That's only 17 to hit.
17 hits.
Okay. Second one, natural 1, balls. And 24 to hit.
That hits. So 2 hits.
2 hit, great. 10 plus. 5. So 10 slashing, 5 fire, or
Right,
20
which goes
total.
to 10 fire. Great. 20
Second one is another 5, so 10 and 3. So 16 total, 3 fire. That's added in there. Sorry, I should clarify.
That's okay.
And
No
then
worries.
The last one is.
It was one hit, right?
It was. That was it.
Sorry, so
Thank you.
there were 2 hits on
Just the 2.
Still, that's great. It's 36 damage on 2 strikes there. That's enough damage in 1 round to make a Constitution saving throw.
Puke!
That's a 4. Yeah, no, it fails. It pukes up.
Before you even take acid or poison,
Drops you onto the ground next to Chetney, just covered in this kind of like molasses type dark brown digestive fluid.
Foul.
I was a plant. Oh, thanks. I was a plant briefly.
Alrighty, does that finish your turn, Chetney?
It does.
All right, that brings us to Orem with F.C.G on deck.
All right, the best
At
thing
the end of your turn, it's going to go ahead and use another legendary action to go ahead and vine swipe. This one is going to be. It's going to be you, Orem. That is a natural 20.
Okay.
It is angry. It does not like.
Eat.
We're so hungry.
We all get a turn on the water
20 points of bludgeoning damage to you.
Yeah.
And you are pulled adjacent to it.
Pulled adjacent?
Yeah.
That's fucking fine.
Right next to
How
it.
much points of damage, Sam? 20. I'll take half of that, please.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
Absorb half.
So you take 10, and then you take 10 temporary hit points.
Yes.
Nice.
Okay.
Because you're coming up.
Yes.
Okay.
If I can use them. Because that would not be good.
Okay, so the best thing I can do is keep this thing distracting. So I'm going to continue to maneuver opposite Chetney.
Right.
I'm going to use a bonus action to do Second Wind to get some of that back. 8. His farts are much smaller than that.
I got that high protein chick gut.
And I'm gonna jump out and like punt up into the air and slash it across the face. It's like, leave us the fuck alone, spinach dick. That is.
Got more specific, which would type of dick he is.
That's a 24, 26.
That definitely hits.
And the second one is a 20. So they both hit.
Both hit. Go ahead and roll
And
damage.
we'll make the first one a goading attack.
This is the one.
Goading attack. All right.
That is
That is going to be an 11. It fails.
11 total from that one.
Nice.
And then 8 for the second.
Alrighty. So striking both twice, you're cutting through and you're watching like chunks of vine and heavy kind of root bark armored pieces like fall off and crack from your blows as you kind of pull back, shield at the ready. It's looking to hurt. No hurt.
It also does no damage, but I kick it one time. That's it.
Good on you for good measure. I'll allow it as a free action. Okay. Finishes your turn?
Yes, all done.
Your turn's going to use its last legendary action.
Oh no.
This one's going to go for you again.
Okay.
That is going to be a 20 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. Ooh. Okay, that is 12 points of bludgeoning damage to you.
Counter that.
Shpoof, and you're already adjacent to it. It doesn't pull you
Okay.
in. All right, that finishes your go. F.C.G, you are up with Ashton on deck.
All right, I'm gonna try to end this. I'll fire up the old buzzsaw. And I will.
Do you want to get up?
It's like a Dremel.
You are lying on your back on the
Oh,
ground.
I gotta get up.
Okay.
Gotta get up.
There you go.
To get down.
Diesel.
I'm gonna try to chop down the tree.
Go for it. Go ahead and roll an attack.
Come on.
Do it.
16 plus 6.
That hits.
That hits.
Go ahead and roll damage.
Come on.
All right. Oh,
Hurdy,
16
dirty,
plus
dirty.
4. 20.
Plus 4. 20 still hits, yeah.
It's 6 points plus the 10 that I absorbed.
16 points of damage?
16 points of damage.
Wow. Hell yeah. How do you want to do it? Right on the
It's funny because I was just watching like lumber sports with my kids, showing them how ridiculous it is. But yeah, I'll just put it in overdrive, so a little smoke starts coming out, and I'll say, "Oh, all life is precious." But not a weed, and I'll just chop it down and try to just chop down the tree. Yeah.
So as you push into it, you carve through, you can see where the sections where previous friends of yours had kind of carved through or pushed through have greatly reduced its central integrity, never mind being crushed rapidly by two giant boulders and then being blasted with a bolt of electricity. And as you carve through, you find every tether that's holding most of its upper torso aloft, and you just kind of...
Yes.
We're talking like, Judge Doom hitting the chains at the end of the rabbit. Like you just come all the way through and you watch as it...
I don't know which way it's gonna fall.
It tumbles off. You know what? Let's go ahead and roll the scene. No. Okay. Let's go ahead.
Ashton Lavna birth canal got started and F.C.G finished.
It fell this way.
Hey!
So you guys are fine. So as you're spattered with this heavy brown sap like liquid of the creature as it falls to the ground, and you see its vines are still kind of writhing and moving, even though the creature itself is very plainly dead or on the cusp of expiring. A lot of its kind of appendages haven't quite gotten the notification and are still kind of just moving and curling.
Gross.
That's gross.
You got nailed.
That's cool.
You did. I walk over to where Fern is. I'm like, are you all right?
Jesus. Oh, I'm just fine.
Fire.
Oh, how are you?
Fire.
Oh, like to burn it up?
Burn it all. I'm fucking done.
Oh yeah, just slashing at it with the claws.
I just send.
No trace.
Use my mage hand to send the flames down to the creature and set it on fire from our campfire.
You're pushing your campfire down?
Pushing the campfire down to set it on
That
fire.
is rad.
Okay.
And as I do that, I'm just gonna leap down and run towards Laudna.
Okay. As you all begin to press into carving into it, and as you burn through, you see that there is an aspect of its body that is trying to retether. You see part of it is attempting to regrow, but as your flaming claws and yourself kind of beginning to push all this flame and like magical fire towards its body, it prevents that process until you find kind of the heart of where it is, and it's this like hard, almost baseball-sized acorn-like center of it, and you just kind of pull it forward and crush it in your flaming claws. And as you do, you remove like all the hanging tethers off of it, and the whole thing just immediately seems to turn to a grayish color. And all the extremities that were still twitching go lax.
Are there any fairy nubs on the outside?
Make an investigation check.
Oh, what a good idea.
That's 10.
10? Yeah. You find the one that was trying, but it's way too underdeveloped.
That looks like a potato.
Very sorry. I definitely misjudged that situation.
What do you mean?
Very much.
We were just asleep and it attacked us, right?
Oh, you guys were asleep. Well, we woke up because we thought there was a fairy. So I went to go, get rid of it, and then it turned into something else. Or it was something else the whole time, rather.
Well, you gotta trust your instincts.
I don't know if I should.
You should trust your instincts.
I'm gonna give 2 peck scritchies with the fur.
Peck
scritchies. Just a peck scritchies. Oh, big boy.
Fight
How's everybody doing?
F.C.G, can you help Laudna?
Well, she's already dead. I'm just kidding. Yeah, of course. What do you need? You need some healing? I guess I can heal everybody a little bit, right?
Do you have like that?
Sit
down for a minute.
I do. I mean, are we gonna? How deep were we in this
About
sleep?
what time of day is it?
Oh, this
Still dark out?
this is still very dark out. It is.
That was the first watch, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was the end of the first watch. So you're still pushing right at about.
No.
I'm trying to remember from last time.
I thought so too.
It's compromise and call it second watch.
Well, in any case, can we
Regardless,
just take a long rest?
It's still finishing up the watches for the night.
But I mean, can we add to our long rest and just start it over again?
I don't think we'd start it over. It would be finishing out the long rest. How does that work?
I would say with the exertion that's happened here, it would have to be kind of more or less a kind of a reset of the long rest.
Yeah.
Second watch? Okay. So we'll say it would be sleeping in a bit for the morning. 'Cause you guys did go to bed a little early last evening, so it was probably going to be like at the cusp of dawn, waking up. Now you can kind of push a few more hours past that and still get your long rest.
Great.
Yes. So do you need some healing or?
Oh, I think I'll be all right.
Some of them should have very little spells.
Amazing. By the way, immaculate. That's like throwing the boulders around. Incredible.
Thankfully, no one was inside when that happened.
What was it like?
In there?
Dark.
Slimy.
Prickly.
Smelled a little like eucalyptus, actually.
Yeah, no, a little bit.
Oh, very comforting in there. Actually, you just felt all warm and wrapped up and safe.
Getting out was odd. There was that like whole pressure that like.
Oh,
take some of
Does
it
it
off.
burn when I touch it?
It gives a tingling sensation, but you get the sense that it's a combination of mixture between whatever like digestive fluids were inside of it and whatever blood-like fluid has been sprayed around its vicinity. So whatever sort of extremely dangerous acidic property has been greatly diminished in that mixture.
It definitely burned a little bit.
Yeah, no, it definitely burned.
You don't want to keep any of this then?
in like a vial or whatever.
Well, I don't think it would hurt. Just in
I mean,
case.
yeah, I'll just scoop some off of F.C.G. Keep it.
gross.
And then I'll just press a digitation and clean him up and get some of that goo off of everybody that was inside. If you don't mind.
Nope, don't mind at all.
Your skin.
I wanted to look at something
Oh my God, that's right.
Oh, she's so
Is it
blue.
Oh yeah, she is like deep navy nightcrawler blue.
All over? Has it, or
All
just...
the skin.
Just my skin, but my hair is
But
still
there
purple.
still is like your purple lavender coloration.
I mean, it looks very cool.
It actually
but-
it's very.
I mean,
Why did
I
that
don't know.
happen?
I just cast a spell and then that's never happened before.
Oh no, are you losing your magic? Because we left the city and now you've lost your powers.
I don't think that's.
If anything, this is like more powers.
Yeah.
Power to turn blue.
How big were
How
those
she picked up
boulders
those
that she picked
boulders?
up? Were they like Orem size or larger?
No, they would have been less than Orem size. They probably would have been about 15 to 20 pounds.
Yeah.
Each.
So about like a good solid,
Yeah,
you know,
chunkies.
like a heavy shock put, if not
Damn, big ass kettlebell.
yeah, big ass kettlebell actually would be a good reference.
Can you do anything? Do we do anything?
I don't know. I don't.
Does it hurt?
I don't feel any different. I'm just.
When weird shit happens to me, I just go to sleep and hope that it goes away in the morning. I mean, it never does, but I
What
just
if it
hope it
gets
goes
worse?
away.
I mean, I don't know how it could get worse.
I mean,
it could get worse.
Oh God.
Oh no, are you turning into
I'm
a
gonna turn into a
blue
werewolf.
Look, you're beautiful on the inside, just as you are on the outside, no matter what. It would be weird if you turned into a werewolf, though. That would be weird.
that would be weird.
Yes, well, it's just, it's a lot of... it's not that you're... It would just be
And
unexpected.
then it's a 2 werewolf group, and then it's just.
Right, the balance would be thrown off.
You gotta let your thing be your thing.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Maybe it'll go away after a good night's sleep. And if not, I'm sure we can find somebody in the next town to undo this, unless you decide you really like it next time you see it. It's
I guess
a
I'll have to
vibe.
see in a mirror. I don't really know what I look like.
I mean, this
It's a
has never
vibe.
happened before.
Never. That's for sure.
The rock thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I've done that before. I mean, never with 2 at once. Maybe it was overkill.
No, I mean the weird purple.
Oh, the rock.
crystal.
The.
Oh my God. Is
Or was it
blue?
this one? Is it the?
You have one in your head?
I've got so
many
many weird
rocks.
rocks on it.
Wait, what did
You're getting all these rocks.
Did I miss one?
We got some from. We got one from the bunny rabbit.
Yeah,
And
that's
then
the
we
one
got
in my
the other
hair.
one from
the
thing.
creature,
What creature?
the big mother.
The Shade Mother.
Oh,
The
do you know
big
what
shade.
that,
For a rock
what that
lady.
does?
No, we haven't checked it out yet.
It transforms.
Oh,
It
God, that's right.
it transforms you.
Into what?
I don't know.
How do you? Oh,
It's part of that face stone or something.
let me smell you. You don't smell moldy like she did.
Do you need me to
that's good.
identify it for you?
Identify me?
No. Oh, well, maybe
You
I
already
should.
identified this,
I did.
and you
okay.
already identified this.
So we're good.
We're good. I'm as identified as. Could you identify me?
Huh?
Would that work? Here, look at me.
Okay. I'll put down my lens and try to magically glean what is Imogen.
Look, you've already mind melded. You don't glean any additional information.
I'm just me.
My lens sort of magnifies the pores on your skin.
Oh God, stop it.
Well, it's just you should probably exfoliate.
Really?
Just a little
Really,
bit.
letters?
There's a few blackheads. I don't mind. I don't mind. If you want.
I already
No,
have
I'm
some.
walking away from that.
Okay.
Walking away from that. No.
Oh wow, that was a good one.
Maybe that felt good now. Better. Thank you.
I'm so sorry. Whoever you are, I am so sorry.
I hate it.
God.
It just feels so. It's so.
You want to feel cleaner? Open.
Not okay.
Rotten butter. Just the white coming out of the blue skin.
Stop! Oh!
So who's taking watch?
I will, just to get away from this.
Okay.
But I'm like,
Well, that's in there now. Fuck.
So you have about an hour in this form still, right? So yeah, so you take that. That's
55 minutes.
Yeah.
Last thing I think of before I die. Thank you.
All right. So we'll continue this. We'll say this is a continuation of second watch. So if you want to go ahead and roll a perception check with advantage because you're smelling for the air.
14.
14. Okay. The rest of you more exhausted folk immediately get some sleep.
Yes. Face plant in the dirt and immediately pass out.
I leave a little halo of flowers around Laudna's head. She passes out to get rid of some of the decomposition smell.
Oh, well, that's always there. It's a
I
constant.
know.
You get used to it.
How long did it take?
I don't even smell it anymore.
Kind of like it.
It's earthy. It's musky.
Yeah.
It's from the earth.
It's like fallen leaves.
Have some more flowers.
All right. Would like to take the third watch for the evening.
I can do it.
As you revert back.
I'll do it too.
Okay, both of you. Both of you make perception checks, please. While you go ahead and walk around in a circle 3 times before finding sleep.
Ooh. 4.
4.
12.
12. Okay. You both carry on for the third watch. Feeling pretty confident that you've been keeping an eye out here. The mists have grown thick. The temperature has grown coldest it gets before the dawn hits.
We already killed everything in the area that would come to get us here, so I think we're safe.
Unless the noise like called creatures from further around and now they're on their way.
That's possible.
But I'm looking and I don't see shit, so I think we're fine.
Yeah, I think we're fine. I don't see anything.
Yeah.
Never be seen again.
First hour into your watch, you notice the surrounding jungle beginning to grow slightly brighter and brighter as the sun begins to peek down the distant mountains.
Yeah.
And as you are sleeping further into the day, you do take the first few hours of morning of your final watch here as the morning light does greet the jungle. Still choked by the thickened canopy above, but nevertheless, you do have some visual presentation around you as you begin to prepare yourselves for the journey ahead. Until eventually the rest of you begin to come to consciousness. You can all take your long rest.
Yay,
Oh my God.
Thank you.
Never again.
Thank you for
Who am I kidding?
coming. Okay.
I wake up just a little bit earlier than everybody else, and I'm already working furiously. A pile of wood chips nearby. It's small, exquisite, mysterious.
May I do a little quick look around for any herbs?
Sure. Go ahead and make a nature or medicine check. Your
Would you
choice.
like some help with that?
I would love some.
All right. I'll just help her.
Okay, so you have advantage on the roll.
Okay. I'm gonna put that one away because it hasn't been rolling well. That's not much better. What was it? Nature or
Nature or
medicine?
medicine, your
Okay,
choice.
8.
8.
It's a weird area.
I try.
You walk around a bit, and you kind of... It's tough in this area, because a lot of the plants around here are more like... larger... pardon the term, ferns. And other things that lack any sort of medicinal quality. You do find one odd clump of kind of destroyed vegetation that has this unique kind of almost like a sap, like a dark brown sticky sap coming out of it. And as you kind of go toward it, touch it, it kind of tingles the end of your fingers. And as you go up to check and see what she's found, you realize, oh, this is just the body of the thing you killed last night. None of this is useful.
Oh, I thought it was something. Okay.
It did look weird.
It did.
The horses are getting somewhat restless, and you hear like the
Am
not
I
too
still
far.
blue in the morning?
You are still blue.
Oh, no.
Well,
Clear pores, though.
Do you need me to... I don't know if I can do anything today, but if this persists, maybe tomorrow I could do something, some sort of spell to restore you in a lesser way to your former self. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah.
What a vibe, honestly.
I know. I don't mind it horribly, but I mean, it doesn't hurt at all. But yeah, I mean, if it starts to affect me in some other way, I certainly. Yeah.
Did the creature do anything to you?
Not that I know of.
Wow.
What?
It's just you're very blue.
Well.
But it kind of reminds me of those, remember when we were walking through the street and we were in, like, the red light district and we saw those tiefling women who were, like, doing the little burlesque dances and they had, like, the beautiful blue skin and, like, red little, like, titty tassels. Those
Should I get some titty tassels?
You should totally get some titty tassels.
God, no, please, no.
I mean, it's a vibe, sure. Yeah,
It's a vibe.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah,
I like it.
Maybe when we're in the next town, I can look at some titty tassels.
All right. But I can make some.
Yeah.
I was scared to look
this
on
red
I
yard.
I mean, if we're going full crafting, we are literally surrounded by trees and leaves. They're basically nature's titty tassels at that point.
This is like my young lumber yard, so you just say it, and you'll have some
wooden titty tassels.
Wooden titty tassels.
Well, if you could carve,
Trees,
like,
nature's
two little
titty
hearts, and then Imogen could add, Laudna could add some flair.
The little, oh yes.
I was about to say that it was like having Dorian around, but all coherent thought left about 30 seconds ago.
Yeah.
So.
Can I
It
go?
doesn't
I'll pick up some scrap pieces of wood that are around the campsite and just tuck them back behind my harness. And as I wander just a little bit over on the map, is that little toadstool house anything, or is it just something that made it onto the map, or is that a secret thing that we should explore?
This here?
Yeah, that thing.
Yeah. So you go over and approach that. You walk up towards it, and you've like kind of seen something like this far off in the jungle, but this is the closest you've been to one. You see this cluster of large fungus that grow to about 3 feet tall, so like just little below your height. The center of it, you can see this kind of dull grayish coloration striated as it goes up, and where the cap is, it has this odd dark purple coloration to it.
Does it smell like fungi?
You can make a medicine or a nature check if you'd like to try and identify it.
I'll use advantage with my nature check. 14.
14. You're not entirely certain what this is, but it's definitely of a fungal variety.
Poke? Does it do anything?
You poke it?
With the wood chisel.
Okay.
Yep.
You poke it, and you watch as the cap kind of retracts in slightly. A cloud of spores showers around you.
They still gotta get to the
You
place
make
in time,
Constitution
or
saving
risk,
throws.
Jenny, you coming?
or risk.
14.
14. Okay.
Make a death save.
You only take 8 points of poison damage.
Holy shit!
And your senses go fuzzy for a second, almost like you're instantaneously drunk. Like you would just.
I think he made
You're 4 cups deep in a tavern, and you shake it off, and you still feel a little woozy and a little nauseous, but you feel like you're glad. You're glad you're hardier than maybe some other folk, and you kind of stumble away for a moment.
So those years.
You all right?
You okay?
Yep, there's a cap. There's a cap of fungus over there. Don't touch them. They go. Poof.
Good trip or bad trip?
Bad, good. I don't know. It depends on how you feel
I'm going
when
to
you're
go.
like this.
Do you feel better?
You would know. Yes.
Oh, I don't know. I'll get back to you in an hour. Everything's kind of moving. Y'all need to quit tipping the earth.
How about we get him on the car?
Earth, it's flat.
Yeah.
Right. That's true.
What is that?
Now, they do
Is there
look-
like a stone or something in front of a tree?
Though that right there is a piece of ruined terrain. Do you want to investigate it?
Oh, really? Guys, you're going to start paying attention.
What's
We
that?
should pay attention to these.
Go
guys.
ahead and make an investigation check.
We'll check out every
Matt.
I couldn't finish reading.
I'll
Anybody
assist
wanna
on
help?
that.
Yeah,
I'm
you wanna help me?
interested.
Oh,
yes.
you're doing it?
What are we investigating? No. What are you looking for?
I hope as well.
I'm
I will
investigating.
guidance you.
Oh, great.
I missed what it said.
Jesus.
I missed
Add a d4.
It doesn't even matter.
With advantage.
With fucking advantage.
It's a rock.
9.
Good
Okay.
night.
You inspect it, and there's not much to find here. You can see what looks to be elements of a long toppled structure, whether it is nearby or was jettisoned here, you're uncertain. Looking around, it stands out a little odd in the vicinity of what is a very, very heavily wooded, dense jungle area. It looks old.
Does anyone know anything about ruins in this area? Have y'all heard anything about it?
Is anyone here proficient with history?
I am.
Go ahead and make a history check. I will say, even though you're proficient with it, I'll say disadvantage because you are not familiar with Marquesian history as much.
Proficient as well, but historical events, legendary people, or ancient kingdoms.
I rolled.
Wow.
You would have advantage when it comes to specifically pertaining to a certain type of creature.
Got it.
This is fascinating.
Oh, that's it.
Ooh!
I rolled 2 19s.
Whoa!
Dang.
So that's a 26.
Whoa!
26. You don't know specifically anything about what this might pertain to, but even looking at elements of it, you do recognize that there are elements of old elfish architecture visible in some of the curvatures of the stones, some of the details and markings that are on kind of the merge points where what looks to be a pillar, some sort of a load-bearing pillar. It's at an angle which tells you that it didn't crumble, but it landed at an odd angle. And the cracking of it means that it probably landed with a heavy impact.
So,
And it's just a piece of wall or structure
Yes,
with that carving
correct.
and design.
It's like stone.
potentially.
It is stone. It is elvish in nature, and it looks, based on just the elements of erosion here, it is very old, like pre-calamity old.
Whoa. I'll do a 360 and see if there's any more to be seen in the surrounding area.
Are there words or anything on it? Is there writing on it that you saw?
It's Elven. I don't speak, and it's
Don't start too long, very
There's no language.
You can always
going
figure
across it.
out
It's just he just recognized the architecture
Okay.
based on his history check.
And that's a 20.
Guys, keep in
20
mind.
for perception. Okay.
I think she'll
Looking around here in the early morning, you do
Guys,
not see
the fact
any other
you
signs
guys
of
are-
similar
the
architecture.
fact that you can't be there on time.
Oh, I let them know that.
You did. I will say, with a high enough history check, you do know that at least
We'll
in
probably take a
Marquette,
punt.
there were some climactic elements that happened during the calamity that scarred the landscape heavily.
Yes.
You do recall that what is now the Rumadam Desert was not a desert,
Yeah.
but a jungle
Not
itself.
only will you not
and at
give-
one point there was a
give you
flourishing
and fulfill your
elf and
But if
orcish
you
society
failed
in the
if you-
desert
if you
that
go
was
places that failed to
essentially wiped off
Alright,
of
well,
Exandria in one fell
because
strike
of
by a
bombs
betrayer
on all of
god.
you, especially
And your mind tells you
The whole city just like.
the whole city in the jungle that's now a desert.
Whoa.
This is debris.
I mean,
Looks
This is
real.
debris.
Oh, Dupree, yeah. It's like, who's Dupree?
You'll find out soon.
I gotta pay attention. I gotta take notes, you guys.
Well, I'm not exactly sure what it is, but I think we're looking at history.
Just go up and touch it. Yeah. Just never been around anything this ancient before.
It's very pretty.
fancy.
Yeah, we need to go.
Oh God, are all the horses there?
You go and check on the horses from the night before,
God.
and they're all accounted for. You're fine.
Is there any
unheard of
part of the ruin that's like can be broken off? Anything we can take with us from the ruin? Sounds horrible. I want to take a piece of it with me. Is there anything?
Piece of history.
Well, it's just sitting here in the middle of a jungle. You know,
it's not gonna go. Well, what else is it gonna do?
If it was part of a museum, I certainly wouldn't try.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can go ahead if you have the tools, or somebody has the tools, like a hammer and chisel.
Laudna, can I borrow your hair?
Oh!
She has a hair.
Just rip out a piece of hair.
Not actually your hair. I meant the hammer at you.
Oh, that. Oh,
You didn't even need that.
Okay. It takes you a little bit of time, but it looks like, I will say for the purposes of this, just go ahead and roll a d20 and add either your strength or dexterity modifier.
Every archaeologist in our
Because you are not proficient.
I know. Well, I
with
just
tools.
wanted to get it like
Just as
looked
a
at. I'm not.
No, it's great.
I'm
Let's go.
trying to.
This is not a real place. We're fine.
Ooh. Okay.
Should we leave it now?
Just like take some
What is
photographs.
it? A
Strength
strength
or
or a
dexterity
dex?
modifier.
19.
Okay, even so, it's a little rough. Anything that would be easy to pick off has already eroded over time. So everything that still remains and still holds its place here is fairly solid. So you have to go ahead and kind of check at which angles the existing details, the long kind of eroded details of it might give you a point that you can hammer at the right angle and cause part of it to crack off and still be identifiable, that carries some semblance of the architecture with you. And you manage to do so. It takes you a good 15 or 20 minutes, especially with some help of your friends, to kind of gauge it. And you get a piece about this big that you can see kind of carries in it part of the arch, carries in some of the scrolling, and kind of as best as you could feel comfortable carrying that would possibly survive the trek as long as you have something to keep it in.
Okay.
Should we leave a note?
No, I think we should just head out.
What would you say in the note?
Dear,
ancient civilization.
Or no, I was just gonna say, dear explorer, who's studying history. If this piece that we've taken could solve the riddles of history, you can contact us at
Lordestros.
At Lordestros' house in Pulsar.
I'm gonna start carving this right into the wall.
No,
This thing-
Let's go.
All right, let's
mount up.
All right. You gather your supplies and one by one
They are
take the
very
backs of your horses once more, beginning to carefully
they
trot
really-
back towards the main road, leading you northward.
It's the border of chaotic.
Good boy.
Got
They start to
lip
gallop
bites at your cheek a little
On
bit.
top of heart, you just hear, ooh, barracuda.
As Imogen sings to herself, trotting off.
Deeply blue.
Somebody had a knife.
Indeed.
You look like a vinyl album.
Feeling it.
Yep.
It's amazing.
Trekking back towards the safer roads to complete what is hopefully to be your final day of travel towards Heartmoor Hamlet, as you just begin to see the edges of the jungle give way to rising bogland, wetland, and the trees that dot the marsh of the Heartmoor itself. And we're going to take a break. We'll be back here shortly to pick up from that point. But yeah, thank you for chilling with us. We'll see you shortly.
Yes.
Okay, I'll watch it.
Stories guide us toward intuition and creativity, whether they are narratives we understand about our own lives or the tales we create with our friends. The Fable Maker's animated tarot combines tarot and role-playing games with a third magical element, animation. Partner your new deck with the hardcover tarot guidebook, combining the wonder of storytelling and world-building with the practice of tarot. Within these beautifully animated cards, see your worlds come to life. What new adventures will you shape? Pre-order today at animatedtarot.com.
Trying to look up videos, but man, it's so good. Oh, I want. This is what I hear about.
The next saga of the Dragon Prince is yours. Forge a path with friends and create your own Tales of Zadia with an all-new tabletop role-playing game where you'll forge alliances, encounter dark magic, and confront untold dangers in a system designed to capture the magic and wonder of the Dragon Prince. Featuring never-before-seen content and lore, engaging, simple-to-learn rules, and easy-to-use digital tools. So whether you're a tabletop veteran looking for something new, a Dragon Prince fan that's never rolled dice, or you're hoping to share your passion with the next generation of fans, the future of Zadia is in your hands.
Wow! How'd you learn to do that?
I've never done that before in my life. Pre-order your copy and try out 2 amazing tales in previously unexplored locations. With 12 incredible ready-to-play characters to jump directly into the adventure. All available now at talesofzadia.com. Tales of Zadia, the Dragon Prince role-playing game. The next saga of the Dragon Prince is yours.
Oh boy. Yeah, definitely. My sister's gonna love that.
I'm just laughing because we have such a great mix of like original characters, original storyline, each campaign. And then there's this asshole that tried to kill Santa.
Yeah, it's good.
Oh!
Whoa! Put that on a Smucker's jar.
Sorry, Tal.
I love you, Tal.
Spill the tea because I was like, is he crushing on?
Oh, my character died last night. Oh, what were you fighting? Inevitability?
Is this a prop or is it edible?
Ooh.
Oh, book stuff. Love to see it. Oh. Hello there. Okay.
The one
okay.
shot.
Now, don't worry. Your second favorite DM isn't in any danger, but your little buddy, Abria Iyengar, is here to tell you a very special announcement. Exandria Unlimited is coming back for a 2-part special, baby.
A 2-shot.
And this next little bit, if you're not caught up, is a spoiler, so, like, go away. So, after fleeing Marquette with his brother, Dorian attempts to lay low with his friends, the Crown Keepers, in the seedy little casino town of Kaimol.
The ones who
Okay,
are...
you can come back now. Someone tell people to come back. Doesn't matter. I'm gonna be joined by returning players Amy Carrero, Matthew Mercer, Anjali Bhamani, and Robbie Damon. And we have a brand new player joining us, the ever lovely, ever brilliant Erica Lindbeck. So, Exandria Unlimited Kaimol premieres Thursday, March 31st, and you can join us the very next day on Friday night, April 1st, for the conclusion of what is sure to be a chaotic and thrilling adventure. So, that's the deal, and I'll see you soon. And until then, is it Thursday yet?
Hey critters, Laura Bailey here to guide you through what's new in the Critical Role shop. Can you put donuts in this? Only one way to find out. I am Kitty. Yes, I am very sweet. Roll an investigation if you want. It's basically perfect.
No, the blue character there. Oh, wait.
The traveler always says impulse purchases are a good decision. And hey, if you want, you could head over to the Critical Role shop right now.
Oh, and by the way, TGIF. It's now Friday. It's gonna be a little bit before the next one comes out. The question is, do I want to make my own separate video for that again, or do I just do it as part of the Okay, I think I don't think we'll be seeing anything new. So, oh wait, I guess I'll just that last time.
Hi, critters. Sam Rico
Just
here.
check to make sure this is not the.
There are many relaxing properties to a Twitch subscription to Critical Role. So today I'm going to tell you all about them in soothing ASMR, which stands for Autonomous Subscription Meditative Reaction or something.
Yeah.
With a Twitch subscription, you can watch our VODs immediately after the live broadcast, before they're uploaded to YouTube. So you
Yeah,
can
I've seen all this.
unwind with us
Sorry, but I have to cut him off.
Listen.
That's the sound of I'll be watching recording part 2 also tonight. So
access to all of our custom emotes. And you can post links in chat. Doesn't that sound nice? And speaking of chat, Twitch is the only place to join our live and professionally moderated chat while watching Critical Role. So snuggle up with some cocoa and let the calm flow through those fingers, critter.
anyway,
I'm whispering from really far away.
I'll see you later. I gotta go to my own little break. Get some Tums and use the bathroom. Thank you. Good night, and may maybe have good fortune on the quest of life.